All right, everybody. I wanted to do a quick. I've been saying I'm going to do this for a long time. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. A lot of people ask me about my rig, and I played some gigs recently and had folks ask me about my setup, and I've gotten some really nice compliments on the sound and all that good stuff. So I wanted to do something real quick here, just to put this up and send it out to a few people and leave it out for YouTube for whoever wants to mess with it. I'll show you my guitar in a little bit. The guitar that I primarily play is a Gibson J45. It's a 2005 model, and it's a great guitar. I'm very fortunate to have some really nice acoustic guitars, and this is the one that I usually play and kind of how I have my rig set up for. Some of the knobs here, my kids have been tweaking some of the knobs, so some of this stuff is I'll just kind of leave it all kind of straight up here, and not mess with it. Obviously, this is the LR Baggs Venue DI. One of the things that I dislike about this particular unit is that the tuner kind of works and sometimes it doesn't work, and it usually wants to pick the absolute worst time to not work. A lot of people that have this rig and use that particular DI have another tuner that they go into. And you can see it works pretty well here. What I've found that I've had to do is if I unplug at the guitar and plug back in, a lot of times it'll come back to life. About 60%, 70% of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. I normally play with an electric rig as well, and I've got the TC electronic tuners and stuff on there, so I'll just switch over. It's quite a pain in the ass when it doesn't work, but anyway, see if it, yeah, amazing. Of course it works now. Anyway, there's tons of stuff out on the Venue DI. It's pretty exceptional. It sounds really good. The frequencies are right. It just works really, really well. The thing I like about it too is it's got an effects loop, basically a send and receive, and that's how I'm running the few effects. I've basically got 3 pedals here, 4 if you count the ditto. I don't have it actually plugged in right now. I'm still trying to. I need to make some more cables to make everything fit, because I recently moved. I had a Blue Sky Reverb, but I moved that over to my electric rig, and I put this Big Sky over on the acoustic rig. And so it took up more space, and all my cables that I made got screwed up, so I'm going to have to remake some cables for the ditto. But it's basically just a looper, and works pretty well. So basically the signal chain out of the send here goes into this compressor, which I really, really like. It's I don't know, it's like a opto sort of style compressor. You see the knobs here, that's just there's not a whole lot to it. And I basically just use it. I mean, you'll hear it. Just kind of evens everything out, right? It gives it a little bit of gain, but it really adds a lot of presence in the signal. And so, I mean, it's not. I'm not. So you can see that's where you get a lot of the gain right there. And then this, of course, we'll squash it down a little bit. And I kind of, put it about there. So I don't really use it as an effect per se. I just like the way that it kind of evens everything out. And I mess around with that a little bit, but that tends to be the settings that work pretty well for me. What comes next in the effect loop is this El Capistan. So this is a great. It's a great like a tape. great tape delay that just sounds really, really good. And you know, you can go look at these things too, but you know, really I leave it about this setting, and then you can just dial in the mix amount, so you can, you know, that's 100% the effect, so you can get an idea of all the different settings here. You know, the repeat, the tape age, the wow, and the flutter, so you can. Also tape head settings and stuff here too that you can mess with in different modes. That's what I like about it, you know, it's got a really they do all kinds of interesting things. I don't know what that one does, but you know, when you just mix it in just enough, you know. So I don't use that on everything, obviously, but I like this pedal because it's got this, you know, if I'm playing a song and I want to, you know, kind of dial in whatever the delay is. Then you can do it that way. So then it's, you know, you can use it with your feet. Most of the time, I'm not using that. This is what I use most of the time. Stuff about you know, the Big Sky. In my opinion, it's, you know, without question the best reverb for guitar on the planet. There's really cool stuff. There's a couple songs that I do. There's this shimmer setting that's really cool, and of course all the parameters. This isn't the setting that I use, but it just has a lot of really cool. Settings can definitely sit and when you mix it in. I really like this Bloom one, and I play with the basically the Acoustic Rig, and I will pull this off, and this is the J45. It's my acoustic, just a typical J45, not too much going on with that, and just to, you know, some close-ups here just to kind of walk you through what's going on here, so you can see a little bit closer if you wanted to see some of the buttons and the different stuff about the you know, the different boxes and stuff like that. But all of these, every single one of these is you can read more about them and get more demos about the features and stuff like that, what you want to use. But as I said, it looks like it's a lot of stuff, and it kind of is a lot of stuff, but I really don't tweak and do too much to it. The delay pretty much stays the same. The mix may change, and the time may change depending on the song, but that's about it. And then I've really only messed with, I've got two presets down here. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with the banks and things like that. You can have a ton of presets and stuff that you build out here. I'm only using 2 right now. Once I get more time, I'll tweak that stuff out, and then you got a mix knob right here where you can mix the effect in. This is actually for vocals. This is a Helicon Create XT, and it's a really great vocal. Just does reverb and stuff like that, delay, and I use that on acoustic gigs. And so that doesn't really have anything to do with the guitar, but anyway, that's my rig, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.